everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Jill and today I'm going to be doing my top most disappointing books of 2015. So let's get started. So just as a disclaimer, as I'm sure you guys all know, these are my opinions. These books might be some that you love and I hate. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but I love watching these videos and I just thought I would make one. So these are the most disappointing books that I've read in 2015, and let's get the controversial ones over first. So the most controversial probably that's going to be in this video is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. Now before everyone freaks out, it's not that I hated this book, I just liked the other ones better. I read this, I forget actually when I read it, but I was expecting so much from this book because everyone freaking loves this book and this is their favorite out of the companion novels and everyone absolutely adores it. And so I was expecting a lot out of this and that didn't really happen to me. I remember coming out of it feeling like I didn't really like it that much. I don't really know how to describe it. I just didn't connect with any of the characters at all. I could not feel for them. I just was left kind of empty after reading this, and it's not a bad book by any means. It's actually a fantastic book, but it just did not work for me. I actually ended up loving Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins. That was the best book in this series, in my opinion, and I know that's a very unpopular opinion, so yeah. But this was kind of disappointing just because I was expecting so much and it was hyped up to here and I was so excited for it and it just didn't meet my expectations, I guess. So yeah, don't hate me. The next book I have is The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. Now, I watch a lot of people here on YouTube who adore this book. It's like one of their favorite books that they've read this year. They loved it and they think it's awesome. And I just was not feeling this at all from this book. As you'll see for the rest of this video, I'm not really a fan of magical realism. I've come to know this year in 2015. And this is a magical realism about a girl with wings, and it tells like her entire family history, like every single one of her ancestors they kind of tell about, and I just didn't care about it at all. I was so bored, I was so confused, and I just did not like this book at all, and I was expecting to really love it because the cover is gorgeous and I've heard so many amazing things about this book. It just did not work for me at all. Next book I have is A Whole New World by Liz Braswell. This book I read and I hated it. I ended up giving this 2 out of 5 stars. It's a retelling of Aladdin. I just did not like the characters at all. I thought it was really slow and really boring. It's basically the Aladdin movie with one little twist, which I guess is the point. But I was expecting a little more from it and I didn't get it. And I just thought the actiony part didn't come until like the last 50 pages, and by then I really didn't care. Another pretty huge controversial one is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Now, again, before everyone freaks out, I did not think this was a bad book. I actually went to a signing for Six of Crows and I actually got this one signed, I think. Did I not? Yes, I did. Look at that. I got this one signed. So obviously I don't hate this author. Oh wow, this is open. Okay, that's fun. I'm not refilming because of that. So Shadow and Bone, this was by no means a bad book at all. I continued on with the series. I just was expecting to be absolutely blown away. My expectations were so high because this book and this series is so hyped, and one of the characters in this book annoyed the hell out of me until the very end of the series. He annoyed me. I'm still annoyed at him so much. And so that is the reason why this is kind of not one of my favorites at all. Again, I really love this series as a whole. I was just expecting something better, I guess. I was expecting to be blown away and I just wasn't. And that a really annoying character really got on my nerves, so that's a reason why this book is not one of my favorites, but by no means is it terrible. So this is my only did not finish book of 2015, and that is Codenamed Verity by Elizabeth Ween. I don't know how you say it. So this is basically about women pilots in World War II. That's basically all it's about. It's about this girl being interrogated, and I only got to, I don't even know, I didn't even get halfway through. And I heard the audiobook for this is way better, and I know that lots of people loved it. It has a Prince Honor Book Award, but I just didn't like it. I found it boring, and yeah, I'm sorry. I feel really bad. I feel like I should give this one another try, but I did not finish it, and normally it takes a lot for me to put down a book. It takes a lot. And I just don't know what it was. I guess it was just really boring. All it does is talk about aviator stuff. Aviator, is that a word? All it does is talk about plane stuff. That's what I meant. And I just wasn't interested in it at all. I'm sorry. Next book I have is Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. This is my second A.S. King novel that I read. The first one was okay. This one I did not enjoy really at all. It's about this girl who sends her love to the passengers of airplanes, and she is a lesbian. And I was so excited to read this book because I've never read a story with that kind of love interest kind of thing. And I was really excited. And it ended up being really weird. I did not like the main character at all. She was just really annoying, and I didn't understand what she was doing half the time, and literally all she does is run around and talk about her feelings, which is fine, but I just didn't find it interesting really at all, and yeah. The next book I have is The Accident Season by Moira Fowley Doyle. This book I read during Halloween, and I thought the first half was pretty strong, but then it takes a really weird turn. This is another magical realism book, and so there's a trend going on. I don't like magical realism, and I know that now. This book was just strange, and I didn't really know what was happening, but yeah, I just didn't like it. The last book on my list is another controversial one, and that is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I know this is a really hyped book. The last book in this trilogy just came out, and I read this first one, and I was expecting to be blown away. This is kind of complicated, but I wasn't expecting it to be good, but I was expecting that I would be blown away because everyone loves it so much. I know Jesse the Reader here on BookTube, this is his favorite series, and so I had high expectations, and I just don't really understand why people like this series. I'm not going to continue on as of now with the rest of the series. That might be a mistake. Comment down below if you've read this series, if it gets any better, because I'm willing to give it another chance. I just didn't feel this one. I thought it was weird. I thought it was nothing special, and the love interest thing was really creepy and gross, and I couldn't handle reading it, to be honest. So there you have it, guys. I am sorry if I was a little bit harsh with these books, and I'm sorry if I offended anyone. Of course, that's not the intention. I'm entitled to my opinion, you're entitled to yours, so I'm sure I love lots of books that you guys hate, and I still watch these videos all the time, and I'm really entertained by them, so I'm sorry if this video was weird, but yeah, I wanted to do it. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Subscribe and like and comment some of your most disappointing reads of 2015. I'd love to hear them. So yeah, that is the end of this video, and yeah, everyone have a wonderful 2016. Goodbye!